Welcome back to the channel.
Today we are checking out something free to do down here in Boulder City.
Yeah, so come get lost with us in the Railroad Museum.
Let's go see some trains.
This is definitely eye-opening. Did you know that every 3 hours a person or vehicle is hit by a train? What do you think about that, Nacy?
I think it's kind of morbid, but it's clearly a problem that's plaguing this country, and we should be more aware of trains and the danger they pose to society.
So here's the first train outside.
You just like looking at trains.
So what were you saying about display placards?
There's not really any display placards here. At least maybe there's some inside there, but yeah, I don't really know what kind of train that is. It looks cool. There's somebody in it. Or is that wind? That's wind.
Just wind.
Sorry, that was the wind. It looked like somebody was in there, but it's a tarp that's kind of blowing in the wind. But yeah, so kind of wish I knew what kind of train that was.
Let us know in the comments if you know. So this is from the early, basically pre-1920s, when they used to bring tools and stuff down the railroads. They had these push carts that they would use, and they were basically just loaded with their tools. Check out how big these are. It's crazy how big a train is.
Caboose 3505.
So you can come experience life in a caboose. Are you ready for life in a caboose?
I'm pretty much the caboose most of the time, aren't I? I don't know. You tell me. It's cold out there, guys.
Caboose. So this is what a caboose looks like back in the day. There's a desk. Another little desk.
Is considered to be the original house trailer and was trainman's home away from home.
Is that a pee thing, you think? Or is that a spittoon there? I think it's a pee thing. There's some coal for heating. And then check out the beds. This is where they would sleep. That's crazy. There's 2 beds with some storage underneath them. And then there's a couple more beds back here.
This train's from Oregon.
Here's one across the way. Looks a little nicer on the inside. Looks kind of more like a sitting room area. That's pretty cool. Tiny stairs. It's like keep off on the one across the way.
So over here is what is called a common standard consolidation type steam locomotive. It has 57 drivers and was one of the 4 types of steam engines developed by the Associated Railroads in the first year of its locomotive program, which included Southern Pacific, Chicago and Alton, the Union Pacific and its affiliates, and the Oregon Short Line and the Oregon Washington Railroad and Navigation Company. That's a mouthful. And at one point, they were all under one management in 1902. talk about a monopoly. And then these locomotives were designed and built to haul at least 150,000 to 300,000 pounds, which actually doesn't seem like a lot of weight if you think about it. You see it says Union Pacific on it.
Pacific.
So, one enduring symbol of the railroading's past is the red and white diamond trademark of the Railway Express Agency. They were basically the UPS and FedEx of today.
UPS and FedEx. There's a little
And
cart.
now you can only find them in museums.
Down the way of the dinosaur. United States Mail, Railroad Post Office. This is pretty fascinating to me. The little hooks. And as they like drive by, they would hook on certain mail stuff to get it off so they wouldn't have to slow down and stuff by. It's pretty cool. Mail on the fly. Oh, near the postal dog. Nation's most famous canine. He rode the rails. That sounds fun.
This is the inside of the mail car if you want to come up in here and check it out. It's sturdy.
This is the picture from the outside. That's why they actually have like train toys in the bags over there. That's fascinating.
These are genuine post offices on wheels. They staffed and sorted mail while they were en route. And for the security of the mail, no one other than the U.S. Postal Department employees could ride in such a car, not even the railroad crew or staff. And the clerks wore pistols to ensure that rule was followed.
Useless laws of the United States. Even a safe in here, in case they had some really valuable things. There's a blueprint for him.
There's even a toilet.
In case you're wondering, they did have a pooper. So it says at one point over 20,000 clerks worked on nearly 4,000 cars like this, traveling 216,000 miles across the United States. That's crazy. This is Nacy's favorite so far. She likes the dinky.
It maintained a 10-mile railroad from Boulder City to the head of Black Canyon.
Black Canyon. There's a bad hum from like a recess light back here, and I don't know what it's coming from. I'm guessing it's this big ass thing. Looks like that's some kind of energy generator. This is called the Mercy car. And what was it, Nacy?
It is a French boxcar that was a gift to the people of Nevada. A memorial to the U.S.'s participation in World War II.
It's kind of cool. It's got some different French regions on there and like flags. Pretty neat.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Okay, so the Jackass and Western, there's that one behind us and that one that you're filming now, has to do with the nuclear rocket program.
Oh, these are the underground testing things that they had the trains for.
Yeah.
They were trying to see if spaceflight was capable with nuclear weapons. That's what these are from. If you want to check out our atomic museum, we actually talk about that there. Fascinating. Can you imagine they actually put these on train tracks loaded missiles on the back of them to see how fast they could get on the go, to see if it would be space travel worthy.
It's a crazy thought. That's a crazy thought.
Maybe that's why it's humming. It's not really humming, it's the radiation coming off of it. So here's 2 more trains. They are closed. My guess is on the weekends they actually open them up. You can see. We'll keep investigating, see if that one down there is open, but it doesn't look like it from here. There's Macy. If you want to on the weekends too, you can pay $10 and they'll take you on a train ride. And I'm guessing the loading area is right here. It's a pretty cool rock.
Also, side note, yes, we are in the desert, but it gets cold here, okay? It gets cold. Right now my face is numb. So when you guys come out to Vegas in December, January, February, make sure you realize it could also get really cold here too. We're not all sunshine and heat.
Sunshine, buttercups, and rainbows everywhere. Some ads and stuff that they have. You can be a volunteer if you want to here. Open house, March 4th and 5th. Got some story time for the kiddies. Engineer for an hour. Oh my god. Are you a caboose person or a locomotive person? Let us know in those comments. There's an IKEA fundraiser going on. Apparently Laura is our agent, but she's not here today. My guess is you can see it kind of in the distance. That's probably the train that they run that you get to ride on. That would be my guess. But let us know in the comments below if you've ever been here and actually rode one of the trains on the weekends. We might come back. Also, let us know in those comments below if you think we should come back and ride the trains on the weekend.
Should we come back on a weekend?
Yeah, it's not that far. Why she started talking behind a pole, I don't know either. But let us know. There's a coyote wandering the tracks. They say dogs are lucky. What are coyotes? So this is what they call a dump car, and this was used in the construction of the Hoover Dam, which is kind of cool. Basically, the thing comes off like a crane, and they can like lift materials and stuff off the train. It's pretty neat. A nice piece of history here. So you've got the Nevada atomic history, and then you also have a Hoover Dam history. If you want to see us go to the Hoover Dam, make sure to check out that video in the top right hand corner. We saw a coyote. Apparently they carry crates marked Acme. That's fascinating.
Or sometimes they like to detonate TNT.
Yeah. Have you ever seen one paint a fake tunnel?
Sometimes. You gotta watch out for those trick tunnels.
I've heard rumors that that's why Tesla's been getting in crashes, the self-driving cars.
Yeah, it's the coyote's fault.
So I have to be honest, I would like to see more information on some of the trains for sure. Definitely kind of light on the information. I do love that they call that the Jackass. It's actually the mountain range, apparently, where they tested the atomic bombs. This is the big little undercover area. Boulder City. So this is where they load you up on the train on the weekends. It's actually a really long platform. I'm kind of surprised. They must be able to handle a lot of people for this train. So then it goes this way, and then you see Macy in her jacket like it's 2 degrees outside. So when you're in the parking lot on the other side, if you just kind of turn around back towards Boulder City, there's this mini railroad back here. That's pretty cool. It's got a little like Boone town. Kind of reminds me of Big Thunder over there. You have this like church building on this side. And then there's just some stuff in the distance. It looks like there's a place to actually like wait to get on a ride. So maybe you can ride this train. Ooh, that would be the scam, right? If the $10 was this. I'm just kidding, I don't think it is, but still funny though. So let us know what this is. This actually has some seats on it, and it's kind of like a little train car. It reminds me of like a hayride. I guess would be kind of the best kind of way to describe this. Macy said yeah. And then it looks like the hayride one is actually pulled by this little tiny one right here. Which is kind of neat. Macy said this is your $10 train ride, but I cut her off.
I don't think this thing's going anywhere.
She doesn't think it's going right. It looks in decent shape to me. But what do I know? In all honesty, what do I know about trains? Just about nothing.
I think it's a Pat Chestnut special, but you tell me.
Pat Chestnut special. Well, that's a name that we haven't heard in a long time. No, I think this is actually, it doesn't have mold on it, so it's not a Pat Chestnut special. But it looks like it's in running shape. Let us know in those comments. You think this can run? I think so. It's a little rusty. What's a little rust? Oh, it's a Plymouth. Fancy. Alright, so there's the outside of the train museum. Again, the only thing open during the weeks are the ones all the way down at that end underneath the kind of awning, or whatever you want to call it. Everything else is pretty much closed. Which sucks.
Alright, so that's going to wrap up our time down here at the Boulder City Railroad Museum.
Yeah, this is one of 6 museums that the Nevada Department of Transportation actually operates. I don't know where the other 5 are.
That's cool.
The signs weren't super descriptive.
So it seems like most of their exhibits are open on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you come during the week, it doesn't look like they keep all the trains open. We were able to go into 2 trains, as you guys saw, but there's at least 3 or 4 of them that aren't open right now. So I'd be interested to come back on a weekend and maybe try to find the open cars and maybe even take a train ride.
Yeah, I was gonna say the train ride does seem pretty cool. We actually saw a coyote out here, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So definitely remember Boulder City is sort of on the edge of kind of wilderness.
Exactly.
But it's definitely a nice experience. It's a short little walkthrough. Probably schedule about 30-45 minutes, especially if you come during the weekdays. Mm-hmm. Some nice trains to see. If you have a little one in your life or a person that loves trains, it's definitely worth the stop.
Agreed, and it's free, so it doesn't cost anything to come down here. The train rides do cost money, but to just come out here and check out the trains, it's totally free.
Yeah, so if you like this video, hit that thumbs up.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we will come and get you guys for the next one.
Ain't that the truth, baby Ruth? Bye.